lines. But I'm wondering right now if he is going to go either Hood or grab himself a Vanguard or grab himself, I'm going to say Heart, if he even tries to rush a Heart so he can just live through these ganks.
And I'm wondering how it's going to go for Faceless Void over the next course of this game. If the Radiant are going to keep trying to just catch him out, or if they're going to spread out and focus a little more on other heroes now that Void has died 7 times, or if they're just going to consecutively keep bashing him down into the ground and stomping him down so he doesn't get any big items up for a very long time. And so far he has been their primary target, no doubt about it. Actually, he's been their only target, pretty much. The other heroes that have died have been paybacks in ganks.
Top lane, oh, Mitch. Saw the blue ball coming. Saw the blue ball coming.
Felt it coming.
Yeah. Well, actually, you can see it now. I was told they changed it around, so you can see the Ancient Apparition, the area where it's going to hit. It's not. I don't think it's a lot of notification. I think it's like maybe 1 second before it hits. But you do get notification now. So
I'm not exactly sure how it works out. I've noticed something has happened as well, but I don't think it's always visible.
Bulba.
I'm not sure what's up with it.
Look at Storm, just watching the Void farm. Just watching him ever so closely.
He wants him again.
He does. But SK's in the neighborhood, so he doesn't want to risk it. He knows if he goes for that gank and he loses himself, he's going to give a crap load more back to Void. How many are we looking for Bulba? Like, Bulba's 5 for 2, but I think he's like on a spree of 2 or 3. That's going to be a decent amount of gold to hurl into Void's back pocket.
I'm not sure which spree he's on. I guess it's just a killing spree. I might be wrong, though. But then again, they're looking for Gordon, and I think Fnatic are setting up a trap now. They're preparing Sand King on the back, Tide on the back as well.
It's in the wrong position, Aldi. It's having a look. I think they thought it was going to go up towards the lane. It's a lot of time being committed to this by Easy. A lot of time.
Yeah, Windrunner's getting great farm, and she isn't being touched that much. She has Mechanism as well as Force Staff. So looking really good for Grisine here.
She was have fun. We've actually got 3 blades for Fnatic MSI over 100. So 129 for the Void, 105 for the Windrunner, and then we see 102 for the SK. The only person above 100 when you look over towards EZ is 155 on the Broodmother, and then we've got 280s, a Bulba and Infinity. But they are 5 for 2 and 5 for 3, so that kind of makes up for the bit of the gap.
It does. Broodmother's actually getting so farmed that she has a BKB and 80 gold, or 70 now actually. Will prove trouble for the Dire side. If there's something the Dire can't do that much about, it's BKBs. Only Chronosphere will go through it. And seeing that Void has very small items...
What are you doing, Brood? What are you doing? The dust's going to pop. Where is the dust? There goes the dust. They're using the smoke in a seat to search out for the Broodmother, and they're going to get this kill. That BKB is now set back about 3-4 minutes. Certainly is, and yeah, that's a big kill to score for Fnatic. As I was about to say, the thing about BKB here is that obviously Chronosphere goes through it, and they can hit him in that, but the big damage dealer on the Fnatic side is not a big damage dealer yet. So if Broodmother pops that BKB and runs in, I doubt they can actually kill her during a Chronosphere, even if they dedicate all the heroes to trying to do so, as their physical damage just isn't high enough. Going to see a tower trade come off now as well. Bulba claiming that bottom tier 1, the Dire claiming the top one, and the Dire are falling back, so we're probably going to see them TPing a guy or 2 down towards bottom. Sand King is already there. Yeah, they're pushing out too many other lanes easy, so they have to fall back. I just want to point out as well, for those people who didn't see it, we did address it during our matches for the Star Championship over the weekend. But the way you can scout out, when you don't know where a Broodmother is and you have no gem, but you still have dust, you can pop into smoke, and when you get close to the Broodmother, she will see you, and you'll come out of the smoke. So you reflexively know, you instantly know Broodmother is standing right next to you. So that's when you see Tidehunter pop off that dust, able to reveal off the Broodmother, and that's how you gank a Brood when you're not using gem or wards.
It's very true. It's a great strategy to keep in mind. Obviously, Smoke of Deceit on long cooldowns, so you can't do it all the time, but you can get off some really important ganks by doing that.
Have you noticed the BKB on Storm as well?
Building on BKB. So again, very far away from big damage items. Gordon, I think he's just pissed off with getting killed all the time, so he's going to get a BKB now to try and counter that. And it's as good as it is for the Radiant to get BKBs, that's equally good for the Dire when you look over the hero lineups.
Yeah.
We've already got one BKB up, and as you were talking about, that Broodmother trying to farm up her BKB as well. And what we actually got? We've got the BKB recipe already on the Broodmother, so already purchased it. But it's the BKB which is done on the Storm Spirit. I just saw another Mithril Hammer fly out. Then was that actually for the Brood?
It should be.
It should be, but it didn't. It went back to the base. It's probably a Brood Star, yeah. So we've got Ogre Rax, as well as the Mithril Hammer, as well as the BKB recipe already sitting on her.
Might have just misclicked or something like that. Storm,
Possible.
though.
It's jumping in the middle lane. Oldie once again with a combo. Andre is there, but he's silenced for the moment. So that is why we're not seeing that Ravage going. And then SK with the epicenter, but Bulba's popped off the BKB, so it has no effect. But Nightstalker, for some reason, decides to jump in the middle of 4 Fnatic players. And they're getting blocked by Andre, who now pops his Ravage. That will kill off Nightstalker and gives a Gem of True Sight back to the rest. And now the Chronosphere goes, grabs Universe. He'll be the first target as well as 1437. Andre's going for Bayer on the side. Mitch Burrow strikes in. Gets a last hit there on the Ancient Apparition, and Bayer walking back up. He's trying to help out. Tide goes down, but Brewstar's here. He has the BKB done now. Will finish off the CM. That gives him a double kill. Wants Mitch as well. Great Sandstorm, avoiding the effect of the Spiderlings. Bulba might also go down right now. SK still on the run from the Broodmother. He might go down. 1437 should definitely go if Gordon can finish off the job, but not while Nightstalker's here. And Gordon tries to TB out, but not enough time with Brewstar throwing out the Spiderlings. But that does give SK time to blink himself away, but then he stops and turns to kill the Gem. Goes inside the Sandstorm. They need something to reveal him right now. But he'll blink away in 2, 1, and they're ready for it. Infinity is ready for it. Which way will Mitch go? I think he's just buying some time to kill off the creep wave, then he can come back out. And there he goes, he's out. Needs to blink. And Burrow strikes and blinks away.
Great play by Mitch there to get that gem destroyed before he got out there, so it doesn't leave that
AA
for the
ulti.
others.
Oh, no,
He's already healed up plenty.
It'll be the ultimate thing to die as you're walking back after that great play and you get killed by an AA ulti, which is just flying over the top.
A ultimate looks really great when it hits Sand King, like that Ice Scorpion. It looks really, really cool, actually. Probably doesn't look so cool when you're playing Sand King, but nevertheless, 20-18 is the score now for Fnatic, so very even game still and some good play from both sides. And if you look at the gold graph, Toby, I was about to say nothing is decided, and nothing is decided.
0. It's not even 500 gold difference. We've gone up to almost 1.5k difference, and that's the highest rating of gone. But yeah, it's been brought back. Simple tower pushes. I just put this down to simple tower pushes and simple team fights where Fnatic just get a little bit more of an advantage than easy. I got a funny feeling too. Roshan is coming up very, very soon. I'm loving where Windrunner is. ALD's going to hit her.
She's not loving where she is now.
Should be like, that's the best position ever. I can see when Roshan's going to be. Oh, wait, ALT. But she has brought up an orb. So is only now 2,500 gold away from completing up our Scythe of Vice.
A little bit more. But she is pretty close. She is, let's see, 3,500 away.
Oh, so yeah, I forgot the Void Stone. I was just thinking Mystic Staff.
About 3,200, so that's some way to go, but it's also a really big item for them to get. We'll probably try to get that Scythe off on the Storm Spirit, but it is going to be hard. Bulba will probably pop his BKB before he jumps in, and being Storm Spirit, he can start very far outside the fight. Not in any way exposing himself to that Scythe, so we might see it used on someone else, like Nightstalker perhaps, to disable him in those fights. And now the day dawns again, and there's going to be a long time of drought for the Nightstalker.
Yeah, this is not going to be a fun time for Infinity. But as long as he plays defensive and doesn't get caught out by Fnatic, he'll be fine. But that will also buy time for Faceless Void to finish off his BKB, where he's already got the Mithril Hammer and Ogre Rack, so he's not too far off it. It's going to be looking pretty nice for him. Buy some time. And now SK, I should point out that Mitch has 3.5k.
Wow.
I'm wondering what he's saving up for with that Vitality booster. Are we seeing an SK Heart? Are we just going to see him go something else? Or... But an SK Heart, maybe that was a misclick. Maybe that was meant to be an Aghanims.
I think a Heart would be a great item here, just so he can always be a threat in those fights, running around, being ready with the stun. Of course, he's still got the Epicenter combo set up, the big team fight one. But with a Heart, he can get lots of stuns off in those fights because the Radiant can't really focus him down. He's sitting on 9 armor, and with a Heart, he's going to have more than 2.5k health. That's going to be really hard for the Radiant to bring down, so I also think it's what Mitch is actually going for here. We'll see.
So he becomes our tank in the place of a Tidehunter. Even then, Tide's looking for a pipe. Now a gank on middle lane. Mitch getting stunned up. Can he get away? No, he cannot. ALD, good chain off again. Great combinations by EZ.
Who would have thought Storm and AA would get a kill together?
Oh, no one, man. No one. Like, seriously, what are you talking about? In the meantime, back at the Reg, SK has got himself some decent time on the sideline. Probably won't rebuy, not to protect the tier 2 tower in mid. They're going to leave that job to our good old boy Grinzy. On Faceless Void, they should really not engage right now. This tier 2 tower is gone.
BKB.
Void does have BKB. Well, they might think about it then. They might think about it. And Tide, yeah, he's got his Ravage up. CM has no ultimate. Aww. And only has 3 on the Aura again. I'm seeing there's a lot from a lot of Crystal Maidens. They don't max that Aura out to 2.
It's a new trend. In a lot of games, we only see the Aura picked up once to get it useful in the start. Because obviously when you get far into the game, that Aura isn't as useful anymore, as it doesn't really scale percentage-wise or something. So that value isn't that high later on in the game, and because of that, a lot of Crystal Maidens choose to just get it once or twice, maybe 3 times early on in the game, and then go for the nukes as they have a bigger impact. And Mechanism popped by Grisine for no apparent reason. Not sure what he was doing there.
Can't question it, man. You can't question it. Well, you can, but you can't. In the meantime, we can check out our CS. We've got 2 heroes going over 200 now. So Gordon's now up to 209. And we look at 214 for the Broodmother. The Broodmother's farm is always a little bit more deceptive. If we bring up our... Whoops, hang on. I'm changing... oh, and I did it again. That's the button I wanted. If we look at the gold per minute for Broodmother as well, we've got 394 to 395. So it's actually level. Even though that CS is a little bit higher, it's not actually anymore. Wow, thank you very much for trying to prove me wrong, guys.
No, but the thing you do have a point, though, because Void has died 8 times and Brood has died 4.
Okay, good. I do have my point. My point is that Broodmother stats are deceptive because neutrals don't give you as much gold as the ones in the lane.
Depending on which neutrals it is, of course. But yes. Yeah. Some neutrals give the double, some neutrals give 1/10.
Force, double damage.
Yes. Beautiful! I got to make a point that wasn't completely incorrect. And the stats proved me right.
Yes. Pat your own shoulder.
Thank you. I'd like to thank my mother for never playing Dota. May she always remain that way. In the meantime, our top lane push is going to come from Fnatic MSI. They're looking at the tier 2 tower. But then again, Brewstar's going to take out their tier 2 in the mid. And we're seeing Butterfly is not that far off for the Broodmother. It's only maybe 3k, which isn't long for her.
Not even 3k. We're talking 2.5 roughly at this point.
A bargain at half the price.
Oh, not even 2.5. Just 2k. It's just 2k off.
I love how Mitch doesn't want to let these Spiderlings go. No conga line Spiderlings for Mitch. Burrow Strike, Power Shot. Clear off a couple of them. Oh, I gotta love that finale. The Spiderlings, their brethren, turn on them by exploding their corpses into little bitty pieces. And Mitch, is he using... No, the Spiderlings don't damage off the golems. What a shame for Mitch. That would have done a fair chunk of damage towards those Ancients. If only they weren't immune.
Yeah, Caustic Finale doesn't work on those Ancients. And,
What is You can't just go, without going...
I actually did, but now I have something to about, because Mitch has bought up that Reaver. And no, it's not his recipe flying out, so the heart isn't completed just yet. He's missing 800 for that. Talisman of Evasion flying out for Gordon, so he's going for Butterfly on the Faceless Void. And yeah, that's pretty much